That's for later. Anyways,
Okay. Make all the go live announcements and stuff.
I hate that I will never be able to check my stream preview on Discord
Yeah.
ever.
No,
It's
that's so
so
annoying.
annoying.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird. I would say feature, but it's more of like a bug, kind of.
No, it's a resource saving feature, and I understand it from that perspective. I just wish there was an option to turn it off.
Yeah, like an optional thing. Okay. Well, that looks like we are appropriately set up, and I remembered to turn off the little taskbar thing ahead of time.
Ooh, pretty.
I did not remember to turn on the volume on my phone, which I have open for chat though. So weird echo. Um,
Uh,
is it supposed to be black? Are you tabbed out of it?
I am tapped out of it.
Okay, just making sure. I know that happens when you tab out. I just wanted to make sure that was it and not something else gone horribly wrong at the last second.
No, no, we're fine.
Yay.
So last time, the actual last thing that happened was Ray, smashing his fucking Gemini, was it?
Yeah, I think that's what happened. Was he threw it against the wall or the ground?
Yeah, just smashed it full
Yeah.
force.
Crazy
Um,
stuff. And then prior to that, Beth almost fucking died.
Tried to kill herself, yes.
Yeah. Important distinction.
Uh, Decided not to. Yay for us.
At the very last second.
Decided that doing so would be selfish when she could be assisting. Um, we didn't actually check her dialogue for that puzzle, so I don't know if that was actually relevant.
Yeah, that's true.
It could be that Beth is now super important and super helpful during puzzles
Yeah, that could be.
because of the calculation of hers.
So far, it feels like Aether and Ray are the only ones that are, like, sort of relevant.
I think during the gambling puzzle, if I kept going down the Ray and Liza
That is true.
rabbit hole,
That might have led somewhere.
might have led somewhere.
It might just be, like, depending on the puzzle, like, since Liza seems to know gambling
Yeah, it
stuff.
might be puzzle dependent. Whoever
Yeah.
has. So if we had actually asked, it was math, but it was also body parts.
Yeah, so
So
Beth
maybe if
could
we
have.
asked Beth could have been like, "Hey, he just needs to walk. He
Yeah.
doesn't need an arm. He doesn't need both arms."
Yeah, that is true.
But we got there in the end.
Yeah.
Chapter 15, RN.
I assume that this is something Beth centric, possibly, but I don't know.
Hey, sound's working.
Yes,
I'm
good.
sorry about that. Previously, well, we just recapped,
Yeah.
so
We don't need the games recap.
Ray was angry. His Gemini, or what was left of it, they scattered across the floor in a dozen tiny pieces. Ink stood speechless in front of the debris. Ugh, I hate this fucking game.
What happened, Ray?
Fuck exit corners. Fuck sex. Fuck a contact.
Is everything alright?
Ink realized the stupidity of
I was literally about to say.
Yeah, things are fucking fantastic. Let's just do the puzzle, then the next puzzle, then every other puzzle until we're out of here.
Would you mind telling us what all that was about?
Yeah, I would mind. Go away. Beth, unflinching, took another step forward.
Ray, just who is your contact? I don't believe you've ever told us.
And I never will. Tough luck.
An old employer, perhaps? A mentor of yours, maybe?
Listen, we've all got shit we'd rather not talk about. I don't care how curious you are.
Ray, none of us care what skeletons you might have in your closet. The identity of your contact could prove essential to figuring out who's behind this.
Big words coming from someone who failed to mention that their contact was dead.
I've already explained to you why I kept that secret. And besides, that's not entirely true. I did tell Ink that my son was dead.
Wait, really?
Hey, don't drag me into this.
You didn't feel like sharing that with anyone else? Ink is a very forgetful boy.
Yeah,
We think it's the brain damage.
possibly. No, really, no. It was her business, and I thought that Sen was just messing with her. Still do, to be honest.
So that must mean you trust Ink, Beth?
I do.
Good. Then I'll tell Ink and only Ink.
Oh,
about
shit.
my contact.
Wait, what?
And then you're gonna tell Beth that the identity of the contact isn't important. And everyone's gonna stop bothering me. Got it?
What if it is important? That's not completely unreasonable. Is that okay with everyone else?
Why am I the designated share circle guy?
You just have one of those. We just have one of those faces. I think Ray is entitled to some secrecy, but whatever. Do what you want. I guess I'm not gonna have any say in this. I can barely hear you, Aether.
Yeah, speak up. You know what exactly? Sorry, forget I said anything. Well, whatever. Alrighty, let's go back to the main hall. Split.
We'll attempt to get this monitor back online and get the puzzle underway in the meantime. You will tell me if something is amiss, won't you, Ink?
We are now required to report medical anomalies to Beth. It's fair.
Yeah, of course.
Let's make this quick, Ink.
Do you think he's actually gonna tell us, or do you think he's gonna intimidate us into pretending like he told us?
That would be very funny.
Yeah. It kind of seems like the shit Ray would pull.
It doesn't gel with the type of story this is.
That is true.
Revealing bits and bits over time. It's like, this is chapter 15, and this is the information you will be presented in chapter 15.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it would be extraordinarily funny if we went back to this call and just pulled out a gun and said, "Don't say it."
Yeah. Hold on.
Wordlessly, Ink followed Ray back to the red-tinted bureau and through the main hall. Sit down.
Okay, sorry about that.
Incubate. First things first. You're not gonna go repeating any of this to anyone else. You're just gonna tell Beth I'm legit, and then you're gonna drop it. Got that?
I won't tell a soul, I promise. Before we start, though...
I feel like throwing his words back in his face is not a way to endear him.
Yeah... Probably not. I don't see why that would... What that would benefit us, although it's freaking hilarious.
If I wasn't fully aware that there was a relationship made in the background...
Yeah.
Us,
Do
I would
it.
choose to stop it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
However,
We're trying to build trust.
So why me?
Yeah, I think that's the best option. Why me?
I know you won't tell the others.
How do you figure that?
Because if you rat on me, I'm gonna clock you one.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that would do it.
Just shut up and listen, okay? Now I'm so curious about the other. Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
I guess I'll start with my topic.
I thought he was about to be like, oh, I guess I'll start when I was born. Right. Who is he?
She.
Yeah.
Contact is a girl named.
Oh, it's T!
Oh yeah, that was the other.
Oh my god! Oh my god, that has to be it then.
Sen's name is literally just the contact.
Yeah, so now that puts into question, like, what is Aether's dad's name?
Mm. She was my girlfriend once.
Ah.
We broke up about 3 years ago. It was bad. Real bad.
Awkward. How long were you dating before then?
6 years.
Ooh. Yikes, sorry.
It's fine. We met when I was in high school. At a hackathon with Team Leap.
Oh, so she was a programmer too?
Yeah, she was good too. Is good. Not as good as me, of course, but she's a sharp one. Both of us decided to go to Bellbridge University together after high school so we could stay together. Obviously, that didn't work out the way either of us had wanted it to.
What happened?
King, what do you know about Bellbridge's sponsorship policies? Have you ever thought about writing a book and getting it published through school?
Why would you do that? I've looked into it briefly. You present your work or finding to a council, and they get to invest in you. Something like that?
Yeah. One of the most appealing things about Bellbridge U is their sponsorship program. Basically, if you have a cool enough project or research or whatever, the school will pay you to keep working on it. Oh, and if what you're working on shows enough promise, they'll also put the bill for the rest of your education. Shit ain't cheap.
Is that a thing that real colleges do?
Maybe a research college? Something like super specialized?
Maybe.
Medical research?
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
If a college student finds something groundbreaking, obviously the school wants their name plastered all over it. Right?
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Maybe they do it. There's just not as much as this program in this school seems to do it. That sounds
But
almost
it's weird that a generalist school would do it.
Yeah, that does seem kind of odd. Like just like anyone.
Like maybe they're science focused, and they view humanities as a social science, soft science, or whatever.
Maybe. Still group it in there. That sounds almost too good to be true.
Yeah, well, the catch is that the members of the council get first dibs when it comes to sponsoring you further. For example, if you were going to continue line of research, the members of the VBUSC were allowed to gain a little equity in you before you could go look for alternative funding methods. That wasn't so bad a trade-off, though. Overall, it was pretty fair. At least, that's what I thought.
So you presented something to the council?
RN.
Oh. Huh?
That's the name of what I was showing to the council. RN.
Oh, that's right. I remember you saying something about RN earlier. What was it exactly? Oh! Yeah, because he flipped...
Array non-an algorithm.
Because he flipped out when... Yeah, I forgot about that.
He thought we were in on it because we knew about his program.
Yeah.
Algorithm shit. So yeah, he flipped out. But registered nurse.
Yeah, that's a super common initial. You named it after yourself?
Well, I was going to. Some algorithms are named after their creators. I blame
I have no idea what that is.
It's. Oh, shit, sorry. Tiana eventually convinced me to change it. She said naming it after myself is narcissistic. Maybe she was right about that. I don't know. I wanted to keep the initials RN though, so I ended up calling it the refractive node algorithm, which is a fair approximation of what it does.
So it had something to do with light?
Not exactly. It was a type of search and node traversal algorithm that allowed the index to forecast it if the end effector was farther from end.
This is a lot of technobabble.
Then, it would change its search type dynamically at every step of the search in order to point itself in the proper direction. The index would bend to be able to hit a very specific target in the near infinity of nodes and branches. It's fast. Bonkers fast, which is why I gave the algorithm a light-themed name. That's about the simplest way I can explain how it works. Which isn't very simple at all.
No, I didn't understand any of that.
It's a prediction model. Kinda, well, sorta. But that's all I'm getting off of this.
Something has happened and there's a computer keyboard open on my screen. And that doesn't seem to be working. And I can't like type in it or touch it, but it is just open. I don't know. What?
Oh boy.
It's like my mouse moved. No, it's like my mouse moved. I don't even have my mouse plugged in right now. And I wasn't touching the trackpad. And it's just like it moved to the left, bottom left corner. And when I went to move it away with just my finger, a keyboard opened and now I can't seem to close it. I'm so fucking confused. Let me, hold on.
Do you have a touchscreen laptop? Is that what's happening?
No?
Okay, then I have no idea.
Yeah, and it won't go away. I'm like closing pages and it's just like stuck here.
Can you go to like on-screen keyboard in your options in the search menu, bottom left?
No, that's a completely separate thing. I clicked it and that opened up a gray keyboard and the one that opened up is blue and green.
I have no idea what's going on.
I don't know either. It's kind of freaking me out a little.
Well, now we have a little keyboard buddy. Is it showing up on stream? Probably.
Yes, it is, because I'm doing a screen capture, because the game capture, like,
Right.
it can't work with game capture, so.
Is it positioned awkwardly?
A little bit. It, like, the way I have it right now, it like, covers, some of the words. Like, even if I put it in, like, smaller mode, like, I'd have to, like, rearrange it. So all I can see right now is simplest way I can explain how it works.
That's really annoying.
Yeah,
And there's no minimization or...
No, it won't let me interact with it at all. I'm going to open Task Manager and see if something's running. If I can tell. Discord settings and Task Manager. Microsoft Edge. OBS Studio settings.
Is Edge running?
Yeah, Edge is running unless... I don't... Because I had Twitter open. I'm going to end that and see. That didn't seem like it did anything. I'm going to try it. I'll close settings. I'm so confused. What the heck? Kill Steam? It's a Steam keyboard? What? Steam isn't running.
It seems to be a Steam Big Picture keyboard from what I can find online.
Yeah, that's what my boyfriend just texted me. He said it's a Steam keyboard. I tried to...
Try to find... Here, I'll type... Discord. See if that helps. Yep.
Okay, I opened Steam and closed it. and it went away.
Cool.
But I don't know why it did, unless Steam like ran an update in the background maybe. And that's super weird. I've never seen that before. It freaked me out. Oh, you know what? My sister took my PlayStation 4 controller. That's what I paused for earlier. And I had previously Bluetooth paired it. So I wonder, with her trying to mess with it, maybe it opened Bluetooth or something like that.
Maybe.
I'm going to see Bluetooth another device. I'm going to see if I can disconnect devices and printers. Remove device. Yes. Did that work? It's still there. Yes, I want to remove this controller. It is not removing.
I don't think it's a concern right now. If we know what's causing it.
Yeah, I can. If it happens again, I can close it. Okay, well that's wild. At least my computer's not haunted.
Every day.
Excuse me.
Alright, so we're good?
Yes. Sorry.
Alright. That's fine.
I'm sorry. I didn't understand a word of that.
Okay, listen. RN searches through a set of items very, very efficiently. It lets you find something specific in a big list or tree extremely quickly. It's a new kind of approach that a lot of potential applications. I'd been writing an article outlining the strengths, weaknesses, and potential uses of the algorithm, which I was going to present alongside the algorithm itself.
What happened?
Tiana and I were living in a small condo for my short stint at BBU. I had completed the algorithm, but right as I was getting close to finishing the article, Tiana stole my source code for RN presented to
Oh.
work.
Whew.
This isn't just plagiarism. This
Yeah.
is advanced plagiarism.
Oh. That one seems a little harsh.
And also the easiest way to endear to him.
I was gonna say, but the problem is that I think he'd like that.
Are we foregoing morals and for potential? No, it's not. It sounds like he's still harboring, maybe insulting.
Yeah, maybe. Now that I was thinking about it, I was like, maybe he's actually cool with her. Maybe it's. Yeah, maybe just the bottom one would be better. She just did that out of the blue? I find that hard to believe.
It's complicated. Our relationship was already in a bad spot. Questioning.
I'm missing something important, I'm sure. Still, didn't you have any way to prove it was your work? Didn't you protect your code at all?
Of course I did. I was very careful with my data. We'd been living together for years then. We were both open about everything. Trust me. It was all a mistake. I didn't know she had stolen RN, so when I went to the BBUSC a few days later to present it, they laughed at me and claimed I plagiarized her. I talked about RN so much with her that she knew it front to back, so I couldn't call her out on it. There was nothing I could do to convince them. I was never as punctual or as outgoing or as involved with extracurricular stuff as Tiana. They all liked her more than me and didn't give me a second thought. I was angry. We fought.
I can imagine.
I dropped out, moved out, and haven't spoken to her since. Okay, so my theory was wrong. I thought he got expelled for cheating.
Yeah. That would have made sense, but I guess this lines up well too. Until today.
Yeah, until today. Didn't message her at all. It only made me upset.
Do you think he'd tell us if we asked him what what she said.
He seems to be in a sharing mode, so I think now was the best time to get answers than anything else.
Yeah, I'm fine with asking that, but if we just want to say, do you feel any better now, that's fine too.
I think useless pleasantries are not his thing.
That's fair. That tracks. What did she tell you to make you snap like that?
I asked her a question to see how bad I'd feel, I think. But I'd rather not tell you any more than that. It's personal. Besides, haven't I told you enough already?
Yeah, you have. Sorry for asking. I'd be angry at Tiana too.
Anyway, that's my story. Take it or leave it.
I'll let Beth know that there's nothing to worry about. I mean, it's not like you could even talk to Tiana again at this point anyway.
Thank fucking God. Now let's win this thing. I'm looking forward to Kate Sense facing for even reminding me of Tiana.
That's the spirit.
The two contestants exchanged a nod before heading back into the Red Hotel room to rejoin the others. Beth was eyeing Liza, who was staring exhaustedly at her Gemini. Aether was on the other side of the room, pacing back and forth in front of the monitor.
We're back. Very good. And Ray?
Here I am. What do you want?
Ink, should I be concerned about his contact?
Just a bitch. Nothing to worry about here.
No, I don't think there's anything to worry about. Is it an old professor of his? Or maybe... Beth, knock it off! My apologies. Listen, I don't know why you're so curious about his contact, but I can assure you that all of your guesses so far haven't even been sort of close. So, whoever you think Ray's contact is, you're probably wrong. I see. Forgive my curiosity, Ray. And I thought I was the paranoid one. What's the status of the puzzle? Same as ever. The screen is on, but it won't register our input. Damn. You've all had a look around, I take it?
No, we couldn't find anything out of the ordinary. There's still things up to them. Monitor works fine for me. What? Just want to know the number hole.
What was that noise just now?
That was a lock. Engaging. It was waiting for all of you to be inside.
Ray is right. It works fine now.
Well, I guess that's one less thing to worry about.
But now we have to worry about that! Please tell me I'm just... Oh, I just went to the Beth voice. Please tell me I'm just seeing things.
It's slow, but yeah.
Fucking hell. I suppose we should have expected, as much.
I bet you anything that door we just heard coming is locked. That's right, I just checked. It was shivering. She didn't seem capable of looking in the eye.
Aether? Right. Sort by strength? Why does it say... Oh, it's contestants like as a group instead of saying all of their names.
Okay.
STR.
I don't like this at all. Wait, are we not voicing? We're not voicing Ken's.
Yeah, we said we weren't, but we can if you want for this, whatever you feel like. That was not helpful.
STR. Strength. Yep.
That's right. I'm not familiar with it.
Okay, so you wouldn't try. So you wouldn't say that if it was wrong, right, game? Right, game?
Oh, she's panicking.
Claustrophobia. Cool.
Okay. Can you place them more than once at all, or is it just like a one-time thing? Huh.
I don't know why I hit the button.
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Strength. Damn it. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Back, sword, spear, bow, wand. Oh, cool. I'm glad they didn't. I've been going weakest to strongest.
Yeah, I was wondering if maybe that.
I'm glad you told me that that was the wrong answer, so I didn't have to try it myself.
I guess that's a valid argument. What could STR mean other than strength?
Wait. It could be string,
Yeah, maybe.
and we could be measuring like axe, then bow, then wand, then spear, then sword, maybe? If it means like string, like the string of letters.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Should we flip it to see if it's the other way around?
Sword, spear, wand, bow, axe. Sword, spear, wand, bow, axe.
Okay. Whew. Yeah. Son of a bitch, we are so fucking stupid.
Oh? Oh, hey!
Okay, so you were on the right track. Okay. So we were on the right track.
Okay, so maybe it's axe, bow, spear, sword, one.
Oh, okay. We just added the sword and the spear flipped.
I thought it was like the length of the word.
Gotcha.
Because that is what a text file is, the length of the document. But I guess I was wrong.
Yeah.
Freeze, press the check answer. Ink looked up.
I'm glad that wasn't actually timed.
No way was that the right answer. Ugh. Really didn't get help but laugh. Not funny, man.
Hey, I'm just happy we're not dead. That puzzle was far too niche for my liking. What do you mean? I can say with confidence that if I had been asked to solve this puzzle on my own, I would have died. There's no way I could have solved this without your help.
Good thing you had our help then, huh? I'd take checks or deposit.
You could stand to be a little more humble, you know.
Hey, it's not my fault you... Jesus Christ, Ray.
Ray, you're starting to sound like Liza. What's that supposed to mean?
I'm just gonna work on the next puzzle then. Awkward silence filled the room when Ray left. Their only course of action was to follow him, so he shrugged and motioned to the door. Oh. Okay. Claustrophobia is starting to get
Still, yeah.
Even though the danger had long passed, Aether remained still to the statue. Part of Ink wished the two of them were alone.
You okay, Aether?
I'm fine. Just give me a minute, please. I need to calm down. Liza was casting a caustic glare in their direction. Did she not notice Aether's distress, or did she simply not care?
What's wrong with you? We were this close to getting crushed, and I didn't hear a peep from you.
People process things differently.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Liza, I couldn't think straight.
Funny, this problem never came up before.
This is our first time being involved in a... pneumatic? Hydraulic?
Yeah.
Claustrophobia. It's their first time dealing with that kind of
Yeah.
death trap. Claustrophobic. When the walls began to close in. She trailed off. Liza finally caught up and eased up.
Oh, well, you should have just said that in the first place.
Liza! Sorry.
But you're better now, right?
I'd still like to leave this room as soon as possible, but I'll be alright.
Then let's move on.
Yes, let's. The remaining contestants cut through the crimson hallway into the second lounge, only to find that Ray wasn't the only one waiting for them.
Oh boy.
Do you honestly think I'm going to tell you that, Ray? No, I guess not.
What are you doing here, Scent? Come to antagonize us some more?
No. But now that you're here, I might as well, don't you think? Were you watching Aether during that last puzzle? Useless, that one. I think I even saw it crying at one point.
Alright, you can leave now, Scent.
Not comfortable with this conversation, my darling. Don't tell me you honestly like this girl.
Get out of here, Scent. I won't have you harassing her any longer.
What about me?
For
Harass
real.
me too. You yell at me as if I was to blame for her feeling.
Don't play dumb. You knew she hated closed spaces. Don't pretend you didn't.
I may have orchestrated the trap, but am I really to blame for her insecurities? Her fear existed long before exit corners, I'm sure. I bet you think you're real fucking smart, huh? Reality check, shithead. Using something's known fear to scare them isn't rocket science. Watch your tongue, Ray. What? You don't like what I'm saying to you? Picking on Aether makes you look... only makes you look pathetic. Girl's a little fragile, okay? As is every other girl. What of it?
What was that?
Women are... unstable. It is a weakness of theirs.
Of theirs? Oh, so you're a sociopath and a misogynist. I can't say I'm surprised.
Call it what you will. I only make objective observations.
Say, Scent.
What is it, my darling?
You just contradicted yourself there.
Oh God.
Because he
Can we
said,
not get into the gender politics of a
yeah.
possible artificial intelligence? I beg your pardon?
Just now, you said women were unstable and that it was a weakness of theirs.
This feels like an Uchikoshi Tumblr meme now.
Ugh, yeah, for real. Of theirs. That's an interesting choice of words, don't you think? You're implying that you're not a woman.
That is correct. I didn't see there being any problem with my statement.
Whatever this song is, I'm digging it. It feels a little Ace Attorney-y.
It does.
Are you sure? Because only a little while ago, you told me the opposite.
No, there's
Te-
some contradiction.
Yeah, technically he didn't say, I am a woman. He just said, I'm not a man. That could technically exist. Do you see the problem now?
Oh, you're so clever, Ink. It's one of the many reasons I adore you. To answer your question, however, no, I do not see any problem with either of my statements. Yeah, cool.
Wait, what?
You're a clever one, Ink. Surely you can deduce what that means.
I do like...
I do like just straight up your
You're a liar. Diversity win! The guy who trapped you in a... in a death game is non-binary.
That is a diversity win. Let's go.
You're neither a man or a woman. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Correct.
Oh, please. Do you seriously expect us to believe that?
I have no investment in whether or not you believe that statement. But if you're not a man and you're not a woman, then you're not, are you agender, maybe? I right about that. Yes, technically, but that's not the whole of it. What else could it be, I wonder? A liar.
Okay.
You're just trying to hide your identity. Duh. You accused me of lying. Me, and not Kim?
What?
Huh? Who the hell is Kim? If they hadn't lied to you about their name, you'd know.
What?
What?
Is that supposed to be Tiana?
Is it supposed to be one of us?
Or us? Ooh. Man, Kim is close to Ink. But I don't know. I don't know.
I'm gonna say something that's really out there. I don't think it's in character for Ink to suddenly argue about gender nuances.
It does seem very random.
If you weren't exactly a cisgendered male.
Yeah. Kim. He made it sound like this Kim person was one of us.
She is, I think. Pretty sure accusatory glance at either. Neither contestant soon joined him. You think I'm this Kim person? I'm not.
We're not mad at you, dear. You woke up in a hotel alongside strangers you didn't know under very strange circumstances. Assuming a false name was clever of you.
I didn't assume a false name. My name is Aether.
Come now, Aether is not a name that any parent would give their child, says the woman who named her son Earl.
Earl's just an old-fashioned name.
No, I mean it is a real name, it's just very old-fashioned. Hey, there's no need to hound Aether like that. What does it matter what we call each other? I'm just telling her that there's no reason to use a made-up name anymore. It's clear that Cent already knows quite a lot about us, and I like to think that Kim can trust us with her real name.
Aether's not a name that any parent would give the child. Neither is Ink.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's also, Aether and Ink are both names that you just don't. Aether is her real name.
Yeah.
When Sid mentioned Kim... Oh!
Yeah.
When Sid mentioned Kim, he was referring to me. Whoa, plot twist.
Name and number? Previously on Exit Gunners.
Isn't Kim a girl's name?
Or a Korean name.
I was gonna say, technically, isn't that, like, I couldn't remember which... Yeah. Gender neutral, technically, it just happens to be much more popular for girls. I see. Thank you for telling us, Kim. I appreciate the honesty.
Please don't call me that.
I was gonna say, she insists on calling people that. Don't mention it. Now, if you do me the kindness of continuing to call me Ink, that'd be great. Why, everyone knows your real name now. Santa probably knew it from the beginning. There's no longer a need to hide behind it. Ink is my real name. 1 second.
So not only are we going into gender roles, we're also delving into reasons why people would just change their name. Shit.
I don't follow. Is your name Ink or is it Kim? My name was Kim. I changed it a few years back and now it's Ink. You changed your name? How? People do it all the time, Liza. There's a process. It's a huge pain in the ass, to tell you the truth. Moving on.
Why'd you change your name?
I didn't like the old one and I wanted a fresh start. Can we just leave it at that? You can't simply... Oh my god. You can't simply... That is perfectly fine. Oh.
Ink has issues with his parent.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, well, I'm not especially fond of them either.
Ink is a liberal arts student. None of this is a surprise to me.
Yeah. Listen, can we just drop this? This isn't exactly something I'm itching to talk about right now. Oh, Ink. There's power in a name, you know. What a shame you threw yours away.
Please let this remain in this chapter and not continue further.
Why do you even care? This has nothing to do with you. I just can't understand why you do such a thing. Your poor parents. And you've never changed your name, Beth? When you married your husband, you kept your last name, right? That is completely different.
Is it?
I adopted my husband's name out of love for him. You threw away yours out of what? Spite? I am proud to carry the last name March. Her name is Beth March. What? It's a name with history, with meaning. Can you really say the same in regards to your name? You named yourself after coloring fluid. But it's so edgy. Shut up, Liza. Everyone wants to be someone else. You would too, given the chance. I wouldn't dream of it. I'm a Thatcher after all. My name is actually worth something.
Thatcher. Right? We've been quietly fiddling with the monitor. We go back into their conversation. Your name is Liza Thatcher?
That's right. Only child and heiress to Thatcher Biometrics Limited. Oh, is that the people who bought?
God damn it. You're Nolan Thatcher's daughter.
The one and only. You've heard of him, I take it?
Why didn't you mention this sooner? This shit's important.
I'm pretty sure she did and you were in the other room.
That's exactly what happened.
You know her father?
I'm surprised neither you nor either do. He's on the Belbridge University Sponsorship
Aha.
Council. At least he used to be.
He used to be a professor way back before he started his company. I don't think he's so much as gone to the university in years, though.
Things are starting to come together now. Tell me that everyone but Beth is connected to Belbridge U in some way.
Damn, maybe we are connected after all. Does someone there have a bone to pick with us or something?
There's no way to know for sure, but this is a start at least.
Liza, do you think you could ask your father if he knows any of us? If he was on the sponsorship council, he might know something we don't. Oh, and you should ask him if he knows Sean Ward, too. I'm on it.
Also, can you tell him he's a son of a bitch for me? I never got to tell him that in person.
Excuse me?
You heard me. Tell your father that he's a son of a bitch for me, will ya? I paid good money to go to that school and it all went right down the drain.
Is he not qualified to be on the council or something?
Huh? No, the guy's pretty smart, actually. Or part of his thesis. It's on brainwaves or something. Isn't exactly my field, but apparently he's made some pretty significant discoveries. But embezzlement is embezzlement. The dad's a thief.
That is a filthy lie! Where did you hear that?
The only thing that's filthy is your brother's checking history. He's been siphoning money from the school for years.
Ooh. My father would never do something like that. He's a sponsor, for crying out loud.
Yeah, that's what he makes it look like. Then,
Shut up! You're just a bitter dropout.
that's got nothing to do with it.
Okay, guys. As glad as I am that we're piecing things together, I don't want this conversation to come to blows. Liza, ignore this guy and go message your dad. Ray, let's start on this room's puzzle.
Why would I do that? You think you're our leader or something?
Do you have any better ideas on what to do right now?
Yeah, I can start on the next puzzle.
That's what I just said.
No, you said to start on this room's puzzle. Problem being, I've already solved it. Already? When did you do that? Just now, when you guys were arguing over Ink's name. It's pretty simple and it's computer science focused, so I got it right away.
Oh, nice.
Hurry up, I'm gonna solve the next one on my own, too. Hope you do!
I'll join you, Ray. Come along, everyone. I'll catch up to you guys when I'm done messaging my father. Would you like me to wait for you? Why would I want that? You'd be wasting your time. Go on, get started. I wouldn't advise splitting up, but okay. Of course.
With a small bow, Beth followed Ray into the next room.
Now it's probably a good time to message Sean. Are you there? Please let me know that you're okay. Sean? This had better not be a joke. Oh, fuck.
A bead of sweat rolled down the sides of Ink's head. Peter put her hands on his droopy shoulders. What's the matter?
Sean isn't responding. I'm worried.
There. I'm sure your friend is alright. Girl moved in for a hug and comfort nurses. He's probably just busy, right?
I really don't know, Aether. I don't want to think about it. I'm sorry to hear about your friend, Ink. I hope he's okay. You guys ought to message your contacts again. Make sure they're watching their backs.
I can do that, yeah.
I'm not entirely sure my father needs to worry about that, but I suppose there's no harm in another warning. You never know. I didn't think Sean, of all people, could get caught in yet.
Hey, you don't know for sure that's something happened to him. Maybe we should go help Ray and Beth with the puzzle. I'll update your mind off of it.
That's probably a good idea. It's not like there's anything I could do to help Sean at this point, anyway. I'll come join you guys when I'm done messaging my father. Sure, but don't be too long.
Upon making his way to the next room, something caught King's eye.
Okay. Huh, why does that painting bother me so much? I don't know if you could call that a painting.
Ink ran his hand along the canvas, but only felt rough cotton and dried paint.
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Then why does this make me so uneasy? Is it the number? 379.
You notice it too, huh?
Notice what? That huge painting with the numbers emblazoned on it? It's sort of hard to miss.
It's also misaligned.
Yeah.
It's bothering me.
Yeah.
Not the painting per se, but the number itself. 379. It's been showing up all over the place. Don't you think it's strange?
Is it? I remember seeing it here and there, but...
It's more than just here and there. I've seen it on the walls, on our Gemini, on some of the puzzle's default layouts, and there's probably more than just that.
So whoever built this place really likes that number. It's an Easter egg or something, I don't know.
You don't think it could be something more? Ink gives the girl an apathetic look. What was she getting at? You think I'm stupid, don't you?
No, not at all. I'm just trying to understand where you're coming from. I mean, yeah, this thing with the number 379 is a little weird. What do you think it means?
I'm not sure, but someone wants to know. Someone wants us to know about that number. I'm gonna be real honest. This is my first time seeing the number 379.
I was gonna say, I was like, what are you talking about it being all over the place? Who? Sent?
Maybe. Either way, I know it's important.
And how do you know that?
She's a traitor to the cause, and that's why she's in this experiment.
Yeah.
She was faithful, and now she's not. I just know. Either straightened up, perhaps realizing she wouldn't get through to Ink. I'm sorry, just forget it. You clearly don't care.
I don't mean to be rude, but there's only one recurring number I care about right now, and it sure isn't 379.
There's another recurring number?
Haven't you noticed? There's another number that keeps cropping up. That number is... Oh my god. That number is 4.
The digital root of 379 is 1. I'm pretty sure.
Wait, would you say the what to 379 is?
Digital root.
379.
19 is 10. Is 1.
Yeah.
Where have you seen 4 before?
You're kidding, right? It's everywhere. We're in the 4 Elements Hotel, for starters. There are 4 corners and 4 key cards. There are 4 elevators in the elevator hall, and even 4 pitchers of water in the main lounge. I could probably list some more if you press me. There's one big problem with all of this, though.
It's because there are 5 of us, isn't it? 5 contestants in a game that seems set up for only 4.
There's an extra player. You could probably guess why I haven't pointed this out until now.
We just become suspicious of each other all over again.
I knew you wouldn't freak out over this, which is why I told you, but try not to tell the others. I hate to revert to having to watch my back all the time.
I won't bring it up, don't worry.
It isn't even necessarily a bad thing. Best case scenario, Sen just added one of us the last minute.
What do you think it is, the extra player?
Who knows? It could be you. It could be me for all I know.
Ink looked at the floor inside.
Maybe I'm putting too much thought into this. I didn't mean to freak you out.
Do you no longer trust the other contestants?
I trust them, but I don't think we should leave anyone unattended. You know, as a precaution.
In that case, I'm gonna go keep Liza company a little while longer. I still need a message from Father anyway. Sound good?
Sounds good, Detective.
As expected, Beth and Ray were standing in front of the monitor, attempting to solve the puzzle.
Hey, you guys want a hand with that?
Sure. Doesn't seem too tough, but there's no sense in turning it down extra help.
Speaking some logic for once. Equalize.
Well, there it is again, I guess.
Huh.
Wait. There's no way it's that easy, right? Hold on. I need to look at something. 29, 30, 31?
Is it the end dates? Is that what it is?
This is equal, right? Am I crazy?
What are you... I'm not sure I get what the logic is.
February 31st is March 3rd.
Oh! Yeah, I think you're right. Damn, that was some fast thinking, Kay. It would have taken me a long time to get to that level of thought. Wow. There we go. Got it. Ah, that's quite clever, Ink.
So the months, like, wrap around?
Yeah, February only has 28 days this year, but if February did go all the way to 31st, it would land on the same day as March 3rd.
Ugh. I thought that was going to be programming focused, so I was thinking that all along.
We all make mistakes. Jesus, that door's so
Have you
loud.
already solved it?
Yeah, we just solved this one. That was pretty fast. Nice work. Good. We have to be nearing the end of this section of Exit Corner soon.
No need to be rude.
Yeah, I don't want to be. What?
What?
That's weird.
What?
Okay, we're hallucinating again. Any progress on your end?
Pardon me? What kind of progress?
That was more aimed at Liza. Did you end up asking your father about any of us? Don't get me wrong, getting out of here alive is priority number one, but figuring out why we're here and who's responsible is also very important. To me, at least.
I think everyone's under your answers.
Anyway, Liza, what did your father tell you? He said he hadn't actually been giving any lectures these last few years, so it was unlikely that he knew any students by name. Oh, damn.
That checks out.
Yeah. I wasn't finished. He said that despite that, he does know a Sean Ward. Apparently, he's pretty smart and does a lot of extracurricular work. That's Sean, alright. He actually started attending BBU a year early. I'm pretty sure he's one of their engineering programs. I see. Anyway, he also said that the name Ray Nandon sounds vaguely familiar, but that he doesn't know what these students have in common with each other. Did you make sure to warn him? Yeah, I warned him. Don't worry. What? That was a... Well, okay. Right, you weren't there. Something might have happened to Sean. He told me that he was being followed, and now he's not getting back to me. This is the first I heard of this. I hear of this. I told the others to mention their contacts, hoping they'd take the warning to heart. I would have told you, but I don't have my Gemini anymore. That's my bad. I should have told you regardless.
Don't worry about it, Beth. Might not even be related. Hell, I got the warning, but I didn't even end up relaying it to my contact.
Because you ate her guts.
You didn't tell her to watch her back? We were continually messing that up. Ink, I mean, right?
When you say messing that up, what do you mean?
Assuming that Ray's contact was a male. Because everyone else is male.
Yeah, I think so. And
This could just be either playing the odds.
that is true. Yeah, that's actually a really good point.
Alternatively,
She knows something that we don't know. Well, that we didn't. That nobody else. She should know.
she could just be playing the odds, right?
Possibly.
I haven't told her anything, like, at all. Her told me that.
Whoa!
Nope. And if she gets abducted too, don't care.
Please tell. I was about to say, please tell me that if Ink caught onto the fucking gender shit that Scent did, that he's not gonna.
The realization hit Ray like a bolt of lightning. A surge of trepidation came over Ink. Say, Aether, can I ask you something? Aether shrunk under Ray's accusatory glance. Yes? How did you know my contact's name? Didn't you tell us? Didn't we just get through? We just told you over suspicions of having an extra player here, right?
Yeah, literally.
Why would you reveal yourself now?
That's yeah.
At this
Unless
exact moment.
unless there was some tactical reason for it, but that seems dumb.
I didn't tell you a goddamn thing. Nothing to say, huh? The question now is, how did you know? Would you mind telling me that, Either? Either one from behind your hands. You'll be upset if I try to explain.
Is she gonna
Of course
say?
I'm gonna be upset, but I'm still gonna get the answer out of you one way or another. So go on. I'm listening.
Is she gonna say she was like listening at the door or something?
Or maybe your boyfriend over here would care to explain instead. I haven't said shit.
Yeah.
And I am not about to lie for you.
Yeah. Well, and we already have such a full friendship bar with her that I think we can take a few notches off. Don't look at me. I didn't tell her anything.
It's the truth. He hadn't the faintest idea how it either knew about Tiana getting caught in the crossfire, or was this the last thing he wanted? You do have a pretty clueless look on your face. I'm trusting you on this. Now, Aether, tell me, if Ink wasn't the one to tell you, how did you know? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. How did you know, Aether? Tell me. I want to do what you did. Huh? What are you talking about? I have an explanation. I do, I swear, but I only want to tell Ink. No! This is not.
Ah!
This is not the time to go into a corner and have share time.
No!
This is not the time.
Why?
Look, I'm gonna let you do that. Why don't you tell everyone what you told Ink in secret? Gray Scout. I don't think this and that are the same thing. I don't think these are comparable.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Not when trust is on the line.
Fine. Go tell me your little secret then. Thank you, Ray. Ink, there better be a good explanation at the heart of this. If there isn't, you let me know, alright?
Yeah, don't worry.
Ray sighed from an about face and marched through the nearby door. Eyes followed him, Beth followed her. They each looked over their shoulders as they left.
I wasn't lying to Ray, you know. I don't know how you could have known about Ray's contact. If you don't have a good explanation,
I understand.
I thought you might have been eavesdropping, but Beth and Liza had been with you the whole time. They'd have said something if you had gone back to check up on Ray and me. So, Aether, I'm asking you, how did you know about Ray's contact? How did you know about Tiana?
You're not gonna believe me.
So long as you swear it's the truth, I'll believe whatever explanation you have to offer. It's okay, Aether. I trust you. Oh my god.
I'll tell you everything.
Ah!
But why?
Oh my god.
This was not the time to go into a corner.
No.
12 minutes.
Previously on Exit Corners, Aether's fucking dumb.
I'll tell you then. I'll tell you everything.
How did you know about Ray's contact?
I just... Okay.
Okay, fucking Sigma. What do you mean I just knew? What kind of explanation is that?
Hey, listen, sometimes I know things that I shouldn't. Things I don't remember learning. Things that would be impossible for me to know. And you have a very bad time discriminating between things you learn and things you know. Apparently.
Mm-hmm. So what, you're psychic? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I don't know. I don't understand how it works. The only word I can think of to describe it is a state. I describe what I can do as clairvoyance. As silly as it sounds.
The ability to gain information without the use of any known human senses. You sure about that? You just knew that definition off the top of your head, Ink. Maybe you've just got really strong intuition. Or maybe you've just seen these things before but don't remember.
It's more than that. Come on, I'm sure you can remember at least a few instances today where if it's being passed, I had no business knowing.
That is true. She does seem to be randomly...
Electronic diapers.
Yes!
Even small things like Liza's favorite music, or the fact that you have a sword in your room. Those aren't things I remember learning. And already several grew more so. I've never been told Ray's contact was known to Tiana. That information was just sort of there already.
Are you sure you just didn't overhear the two of us talking?
I think I would have remembered that.
What am I supposed to make of this? It's so ridiculous, but who in their right mind would come up with an excuse like this? If she was going to lie about how she knew about Tiana, I know she could have thought of something much more believable than that.
I'm not going to force you to believe me. Not even my father would.
I haven't decided whether or not I believe you yet. But if nothing else, I believe in you. I don't believe you'd lie to me. Not like this, at least. Maybe there's an explanation for this, but you just don't know what it is yet. Or hey, maybe you are psychic. Either way, I promise I'll help you figure it out.
Thanks, Ink. I'm hoping that one day I will be able to explain it. That's part of the reason I'm psychic, actually.
You know that being a psychic and studying psychology aren't the same. You know that being a psychic and studying psychology aren't the same thing, right?
I figured that if all else fails, I can get a job where I can use his ability to help people. Ink gave her a small nod as if to say that's fair. He supposed it wasn't his place to question her on something that he could scarcely understand. Still, he couldn't help but grow curious. Aether's alleged clairvoyance had today's ever-growing list of unexplainable phenomena.
Have you always been psychic or clairvoyant?
For as long as I can remember, the older I get, the more it seems to come up. And I've never learned as much as one time as I have today. I don't know why exactly. Maybe it's one of those 99 situations where danger is giving me epiphany.
I was literally about to say that danger emphasizes the morphogenetic field resonance.
Maybe the purchase of earth disorders are having an effect on me.
What else can you tell me about this power of yours?
Don't call it a power. Seriously, that's embarrassing.
Ability, then. So what can you tell me?
It usually doesn't interfere with my day-to-day. I'm apparently more susceptible to hypnosis than the average person, but I can't say that those things are related with any real certainty.
I don't suppose you've been able to divine anything that could help us escape.
Sort of. Some of the puzzles seem scary familiar. I was able to figure out the answers quickly. Not every puzzle, obviously.
I see. Have you found out anything regarding why we're here?
No, sorry. But I have learned a lot about you and the other contestants. Little things, mostly.
Like what, exactly?
I know about your scar, for one. Voice ring with melancholy. Ink put his hand over his chest as if to shield it.
Is that so? Are you sure you didn't just have a peek this morning before I woke up?
You can't just heal while you're unconscious. Come on, in.
Okay then, what else? Do you know where it came from?
I can take a guess, but only if you're comfortable with it.
Well, I'm not.
Ink couldn't find the compass and maintain eye contact. He sighed. If it makes you feel any better, I think guys with scars are super hot.
Oh god. Guess that makes me feel a little better. Something the matter?
I was,
Oh, Jesus.
The nearby door slammed shut. Lothian and Nathan jolted upright, putting an end to any blossoming romance. What's taking you two so long? It's been nearly 10 minutes. How long does it take you to get an answer out of her? We got sidetracked.
I thought you were going to start on the next puzzle.
I am. There's just one little thing I need to take care of first. But before we get to that, I want answers. How does Ada know about my contact? Tell me how she knew, Ink.
I'm not supposed to tell you, remember? Don't worry, though. There's a perfectly good...
I'm tired of this shit. One of you is going to tell me the reason outright. No more beating around the bush.
They've met before.
What?
Aether and Tiana know one another. They met on campus a few times.
But how did you know she was my contact? I overheard her talking about her ex once. She mentioned he was also in computer science, but then dropped out of it, and that his name was Ray.
You seemed reluctant to talk about your contact, so eventually she put two and two together and made the assumption that it was Tiana. She never brought it up for fear of how you'd react, which, given your screaming just now, was justified. So there's your answer. You happy now?
Next time, fucking say something. Anyway, Aether, I need your help with something. You too, Ink. Come on. Thanks for coming.
That actually wasn't a bad cover story.
That's where I thought this was going.
Yeah.
Not the fucking I'm clairvoyant.
Yeah, I didn't expect her to turn into Phi.
The girl gave Ink a curt nod before moving to the next room. And we followed.
Ooh.
To a safe. Fridge. The room's dark colors did little to hide how barren it was. Ink's eyes were immediately drawn to the machine at the other end of the room. Its purpose eluded Link, who had
Link?
never seen anything eluded Ink.
We're playing The Legend of Zelda now.
Yep.
I'm just kidding, I'm sorry. So is that all there is in here? That's right. And you know what that means? I do? The door at the other end just leads to an empty closet. This room is a dead end. This is a corner then. There's a keycard in here somewhere. Great, who's gonna die this time? Please be on your guard. I haven't forgotten what almost happened in the last one. I'm almost positive that this room is rigged with some sort of trap. We're trying to determine what it is before we tackle this puzzle. Any luck so far? None. There's a vent up there, so it could easily be more laughing gas, but I'm not sure Scent is a big fan of repeating traps.
Without a chance, we'll be able to tell what it is before we start. But maybe we won't have to.
We have to at least try to prepare for it. It's not like we can avoid doing the puzzle.
No. If there's some kind of trap, Scent usually locks the doors, right? You can't lock the door behind us if it never closes, which is while I will be having either holding it open.
Can't you just use a chair instead?
If you feel like running back a few rooms and grabbing a chair, that's up to you. It's fine. I don't mind. Anyway, if we keep this door open, we could just step out of it if it's dangerous. Since we're just going to be doubling back anyway, we don't need to worry about not being able to continue.
Huh. That's pretty smart, actually.
I'm not going to let Scent get the best of me when there's an easy workaround. Now, as for this thing, Ray moved towards the machine, examining it. He followed the same. The monitor above the machine was blank. Within the machine, behind the solid plate of glass, was an old desktop computer, not unlike the one Ink had in his drawer. You know that the puzzles don't start until Scent starts them, right?
Yeah.
You can just refuse to start the puzzle until the door is closed.
Yup.
On the monitor, which was a text editor, what looked like a computer code.
This isn't even a puzzle.
Not for you, it isn't. This puzzle is meant for me, just like the last few. I knew the best.
What is it? I can't even tell what's going on. I've never really done any coding.
I had a quick look while you and Aether were back in the other room. It's code written in an old programming language. But from what I can tell, it's incomplete. Half the functions are missing. Some of the comments to the code are instructions. It looks like something is set to happen if the code is finished and compiled successfully. So unless one of you knows anything about computer science, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one qualified to do this.
There's only one opening on this device. It looks like it was put in place to ensure that only one of us can use the instruments inside.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It also means that I'm going to have to do this one-handed today. Oh, for the challenge.
Hey, since this is the first real computer we've seen, Ray, think you can hack Scent's network?
What the hell are you going on about?
You're a programmer, right? Can't you, hack him?
First of all, anyone with even a tiny amount of computer literacy knows how to prevent me from doing anything I'm not supposed to. Second of all, I think your concept of computer security probably stems from shitty crime traumas. I kinda hate the word hacking. Either way, what you're thinking of is most likely impossible.
I see. That's far beyond me, then. I wonder what will happen when we solve this.
The thingy will drop like an ice cube. The key card.
Yeah.
They'll probably spit out the key card. I don't know. Something.
What are the rest of us supposed to do while you're solving this?
Watch and awe. Provide emotional support. I'm sure you'll think of something. Ray shrugged at his fellow contestants before inserting his right arm into the terminal. As soon as he did, however, the display above the machine turned red.
Ah, shit. 12 minutes.
Calm down, I see it. Aether, who was still standing in the archway, had to raise her voice to be heard. What happens when the timer gets to 0?
I don't want to find out. Ray, can you solve it in time?
So long as nobody breaks our concentration, I'll be fine. With a dismissive wave of his free hand, Ray leaned into the machine and began typing away.
Can I help somehow?
No, you can't. You physically cannot.
Oh, Jesus.
So we don't talk to Ray.
Yeah, I assume that's like some sort of... Ink, come here for a minute. What is it? What if he doesn't solve it before time runs out? Does he die? Do we all die? If he fails, can the rest of us still proceed? You know that I don't know the answer to any of those questions. All we could do right now is put our faith in Ray.
It makes us sit here and wait for 12 minutes. I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah. You know, I never thought I'd say this, but I can't watch this. It's making me too nervous. I wish I could help Ray, but I can't understand a single thing he's doing. He's working so fast I can scarcely read what's on the screen. Yeah, even with one hand, he's typing mega fast. He's taking this seriously. As he should. There's no telling what'll happen if the timer reaches 0. I can't help but imagine the worst. Well, this is interesting.
Well, there's no timer on the screen, so maybe we have to talk to him to progress.
That's what I was wondering. I don't know. Like, I feel like this is like a... Oh, I don't know. Like, it could be a trick to be like, haha, you talked to him and now he's out of time. But it could also be like a... You won't know he's done until you ask sort of situation. I don't know. We can't, like, save in the middle of a chapter or anything, can we?
I guess not.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
So I guess we just talk to him?
Yeah, it's worth a shot. If we have to start the chapter over again, we could just fast forward through it. Damn, I've never seen Ray so focused. Oh, maybe this is not talking to him. Maybe this is just observing. His hand is moving a mile a minute. He said not to bother him, so I won't. I just hope he could solve it in time. Okay.
Time has progressed? Question mark?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe we just have to talk to them all, or like observe them all or something enough times to get it to progress. Do you trust Ray? I do. I mean, I trust him with this at least. He seems to know what he's doing. I think he'll come through. If anyone can solve this, it's him. Yeah. Timer's getting low. What do you think will happen when it reaches 0? If it reaches 0, I still have faith that Ray will solve this puzzle in time. That was a poor choice of words. I'm just curious as to what'll happen when it goes all the way down. Do you think it would kill all of us or just Ray? You're presuming it kills any of us at all. It could be harmless. You're being awfully pessimistic right now, Ink. Sorry. I guess I'm just nervous watching him. As is everyone else, you'll just need to be patient and stay calm. I know. I can't help but feel helpless watching him from the sidelines like this. If I had even a little programming knowledge, I'd offer help, but... Ugh. I can barely stand to watch. Everything's riding on this. Wait a sec. He's slowing down all of a sudden. Does this mean he's close to solving it? Or did he hit a snag? Oh.
There we go. Good, I'll compile after I make a few small changes.
You've solved it?
Yeah. How much time is left on the clock?
Just over 4 minutes.
Yeah. Told you I was good at this. Ray triumphantly slammed his fingers on a set of computer keys from within the machine.
And?
Compiling, no errors so far.
So, you've solved it.
Please stick your hand out of the machine.
I know. It makes me nervous.
Most likely. Once this thing compiles, it ought to do something. Not sure what, though. There's only a small snip of code taken from something much larger.
Any idea what it could be?
Whatever it is, it's hella complicated. Ah, there we go. Compiled and executing. Ink size were glued to the monitor. It's shown, oh god. Right like we're abruptly cutting descent. I've already solved the puzzle. Go away. Yes, I know. You're a drug programmer, etc. But just as you've passed your test, so too have I passed mine. What the hell are you talking about? Why, the Turing test, of course.
What?
Oh, shit. I am not a man or a woman. I am a robot.
Yeah.
You're not fooling anyone, son. Get out of here. What's the matter, Ray? I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but... Sent over here is trying to convince us that he's an AI. Don't listen to him. An AI? Is that even possible? Oh, but I'm not just an AI, my dear. I am, in fact, the world's first sentient artificial intelligence.
What?
It's hard to believe, I know. I will repeat myself. I am the world's first sentient AI. You can call me Sent for short.
Artificial? Is that even possible? And why would you just tell us this out of the blue?
Don't anyone believe a word he says. He's just making things up.
How would that even be possible? An AI is just data, right? You couldn't physically do anything, much as kidnap 5 people or build a hotel.
If I remind you, I haven't built anything. I haven't touched anything, really. All I do is think. Design.
Excuse me.
Cheap, remember? Nice try, but you forgot something. You forgot you've got someone who actually knows what they're talking about in the audience. You're no AI. You're too smart. Too responsive. No one's developed language processing that advanced either. Just ain't possible. Why, thank you, Ray. I'm happy to be deemed smart by a programmer of your caliber. I am still an AI, however, regardless of what you believe. Yeah, well, that flat out contradicts some of your behavior. Remember when Ink tricked you back at the cavern? He did so by exploiting your human nature. I'm a unique case, you see. My reactions are part and parcel of my special brand of sentience. Unfortunately, I don't think either of us have time for me to proverbially sit down and lecture you about what makes me so special, unless you think there'd be some other simpler way to convince you. Nothing short of seeing your source code will convince me that you're actually an AI. But you have seen my source code moments ago. Those are just some out-of-bounds prevention checks for, nah. There's no way.
Oh no, what did you do?
It all makes sense now, doesn't it? I still don't believe you. If you wanted to convince me that you were an AI, you would have shown me your entire code base. You've done a ton of logging today, Sent. I don't see why I should believe you now. Did Ray turn off the 3 rules for Sent?
Oh, yeah? That would make sense.
That's what a prevention check is, right?
I mean, that's as good a phrase for that as any.
I think Sent was lying about being able to kill us before today.
Maybe, yeah.
And now he is fully able to do whatever the fuck he wants.
Oh boy.
While that's true, I've only ever fed you lies because I wanted you to believe in them. If I were lying to you now, I would be doing so with the knowledge that you would not believe me, and I'm afraid that's just not how I operate. So, paradoxically, I must be telling the truth. Do you follow?
Okay.
Well, then how the fuck do you react so quickly? How can you understand speech so clearly? Now, why would you tell me this at completely random? Too many things don't add up, Sent. I could explain it, I suppose. But I want the mystery of exactly how and why I functioned to haunt you until your last breath. Which, incidentally, will be very soon.
Oh boy. Ray, he's trying to stall. Look! Shit, the timer never stopped. We need to leave immediately. I don't want any of us to be in this room when it reaches 0. Agreed. We can come back and look for the key card once the danger is past.
Everyone should understand not to enter the door.
Except Ray, because he's stuck. Ray, come on. You need to leave. Yep.
I can't.
What?
My arm. My arm is something this fucking thing. Ray tugged at his arm, but neither he nor the machine seemed to control. He tried again, this time more viciously, succeeded only in bouncing back and smashing his head off the machine. Ugh! Seth must have tightened this thing while we were talking. Let me go, you son of a bitch! Ray continued to pull at his arm, but it was useless. Ink and the other contestants stared at the scene from the doorway. Don't just stand there, somebody help me!
Right.
Ink was the first to his side. Grabbing Ray's right arm, he kicked off the machine and attempted to use his leg to pry Ray's out. Even with all Ink-sided might, though, Ray could manage to pull free.
Gah, it really is stuck.
Is there a disengage mechanism hidden somewhere?
If there was such a thing, we would have found it already. Sen would be hard-pressed to hide anything in a room as empty as this one. Maybe if we had something we could use as a lubricant, we could squeeze his arm out, but even then...
Ink glanced at the timer just to see it transition from 3 to 2. Here a loud snap as metal flashed against metal from within the machine.
We're almost out of time.
Fuck. Let me go, Sent! Sent's sterile laugh echoed from somewhere other than the monitor. No, I don't think I will. I acknowledge that you're an AI, okay? Is that what you wanted? I only want one thing, right? What? What do you want me to do, huh? I'm going to use your own words to ensure that I have understood. How did you phrase it? Ah, yes. The room went silent as Sent played a recording of Ray's voice back to him. You better fucking hope I never find you, or I swear to Christ, I'm gonna put so much hurt on you, you'll wish you were fucking dead. Please, fuck! Let me go! Let me go! This is interesting formatting.
Yeah.
Ray's voice grew shrill. Sent's face was hidden from view, but Ink was sure he was smiling. Someone do something!
I don't know what to do.
Anything! Get me out of here! Ray continued to try pulling his arm free. His subsequent attempts no more successful than any that had come before him. Ink looked at the timer again and nearly fainted on the spot. Only 12 seconds remained.
Shit.
The contestants looked at Ray with silent stares, their faces front with fear. They were out of time. All Ray could do was look back at them. 5,
Oh, fuck.
4,
Please close your eyes.
2, 1. Ray's scream lasted only a moment. Whatever was happening to him drove all the air from his lungs. Ray's eyes rolled into his head and lifeless white things took their place. Ink watched the color drain from his friend's face, turning his skin into sickly gray. His limbs went haywire, flailing about in a spasmodic fit, smashing into the machine and into himself. His mouth was stretched open. If Ray had any breath left in him, Ink imagined he'd still be screaming. After 10 long seconds, it stopped. The air reeked of burnt rubber and another stench that inked into place. Ray crumpled into a lifeless heap. The machine still hadn't released its hold on him.
Ray, say something.
The man offered no response. The other 4 contestants all ran up to him, though Beth was the only one to touch him. She leaned forward and put her hand on Ray's neck.
He's alive. Is he unconscious? Ray, can you hear me?
There was some movement in Ray's left arm, but only just. He tried to lift his head up, but didn't have the strength.
Ray, what happened? What did he do to you?
probably electrocuted the son of a bitch.
Probably.
Using the machine as a conductor, right?
Yeah, that would make sense.
Ray spoke, his voice barely a whisper. Don't. No. Ray felt himself in front of the machine, floored himself. Aether turned away, gasping, but the remaining contestants all watched in morbid wonder. Ink wondered if there was something wrong with him for not at least closing his eyes. Ray hadn't eaten anything today. Nobody had. That didn't stop him from retching up what seemed to be whole pints of bloody matter. By the time it had stopped, Ray was marinating in it. The sight almost made Ink throw up himself, but he continued to stir all the same.
Is most of the pain in your arm?
Ray spoke again, almost inaudible. Ink could only hear the tail end of his sentence. I hate to interrupt, but isn't there something else that might warrant your attention? Ink looked about, unsure of what step meant. Then he saw them. On the floor, to the left of the machine, was a red key card. Inches away from the card, closer to Ray, was a small container of pills.
Oh boy.
Torn clean off.
The key card and some pills?
Indeed. That isn't what I was referring to, however. Ink did double-take, and only then did he realize that the timer had
Oh my god.
minutes and resumed counting down.
What?
Wonderful, isn't it? I think it's time for an encore.
Again? You've already almost killed him.
Kill him? Don't be silly. This machine isn't designed to kill. Every 12 minutes, Ray, I sentence you to pain. This will continue for what little remains of your life. Or you could die. What do you say to that, Ray? Ray was crying. For once, Liza had nothing to say. This is torture! Sense synthetic laughter continued to ring from the rafters. I would be mindful of the things you say around me, Aether.
Is there anything I can do to get him out of there? Please! Can't you see he's in pain?
Can't you see he's in pain? Interesting words coming from you, Liza.
Sent, please stop this. We're all begging you.
The only person who can ease Ray's pain is Ray himself. The pills are for Ray.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's great. The capsules on the floor contain potassium cyanide. For best results, crush one between your molars before swallowing.
You mean the pills next to the key card?
The very same.
Are they an anesthetic? Do you not know what fucking cyanide means? Ink, potassium cyanide is lethal if ingested. Scent means to kill him.
No, I intend for him to kill himself. There is an important distinction.
So there is. Ink, Liza, keep Ray alive. And Aether,
Yes?
you're coming with me.
And so they did, following their exit sent would herald his own. I suppose I'm all out of exposition. Now to watch the magic unfold. With 10.5 minutes left on the timer, Sent went quiet.
Fuck, where the hell did Beth run off to at a time like this?
Ink started for the door as a weak voice called out for him. Please don't leave.
I'm sorry, I won't leave.
Horror struck Liza crept into view. She bore a sad expression, save for her eyes, which were filled with rage.
What do we do, Ink?
Ray managed to sound the forced laugh, though he turned to coughing. Bet you think this is all hilarious, huh, Liza? Guess this is karma for being such an... Ugh. You're being such an asshole.
Nobody deserves this, Ray, not even you. Especially not you. Sure, you can be a dick sometimes, but you aren't a bad person. Not really.
The broken man hung his head low, not that he could lift it very high. You don't realize I've done a lot of things that I'm not proud of. I almost...
Whatever you did, it doesn't mean you deserve this. Nobody has a clean slate, Ray. Nobody. There's something I want to tell you, Ink. Ink, if you give us a moment. It's, private. Of course. Yo, what the fuck?
Ink turned away his lights and looked down to Ray and whispered something in his ear. It was an especially long message. I knew what I'm saying. Of course, you wouldn't have told me that if I wasn't going to die.
You're not going to die. I just wanted you to know. You understand, right?
I should have figured it out. You're a smart kid. You're just proud, that's all.
Is that a bad thing?
No, you're a Thatcher. You had reason to be proud. To be honest, I'm kind of jealous. Just as schmuck makes bad decisions and missed about him being famous. I scared him pretty bad. Ray coughed some more, spurting even more blood on the floor. Now I'm gonna die, having missed out on our end. Having missed out on a lot of things, actually.
You're not going to die, Ray. We'll find a way to get you out of there.
Don't get yourself. Fuck. Sniffing loudly, Ray wiped his wet, snot and blood-covered face on his sleeve. What does the timer say?
Just over 6 minutes.
It's about time then. There's no fucking way I'm gonna go through that again. What? Where did the pills go? They were right here. Oh, Liza. Good job, Liza.
Yeah. I have them.
Liza flashed them the container before throwing it into her bag.
She must have taken them when she was whispering to him. Smart.
Give them here, quickly! Ray lunged shorter with an outstretched arm, but Liza was well out of his reach. She didn't move an inch. Why are you doing this? Please, just give them to me.
Only if there's no other way. I'm not going to let you kill yourself.
You don't understand how much it hurts. This thing.
But this is what Tit wants. He planned for this.
I don't give a shit anymore. He wins. I give up. Now, please, Zane. Tell Liza to give me the fucking pills. I have a biased opinion on this. You have the choice.
What is your biased opinion? Do you want Ray to die? Or you want to keep him alive because you voiced them?
I am not comfortable sharing why my opinion is biased live on stream.
Okay, that's fine. I think that the whole point of this is to be like, I think that like we're gonna encounter this multiple times of this idea of like choosing to die, and I feel like it's valid of him to want to get out of it, but I think that like the whole point of this is gonna be like, for some reason, all of them will choose to keep fighting for whatever reason based off of the way the Beth chapter went. So I think we should have faith that Beth is going to do something and get him out. So I'm going to say that, sorry, Ray, I'm with her is what I am leaning towards. Sorry, Ray, I'm with her. I'm not going to have you die on us.
No! You don't fucking get it! I want to die! You hear me? Baring his teeth in pain, Ray madly pulled at his arm as if to tear it off.
Ink, let's have a look around the room again. Maybe we missed something.
Don't just ignore me! I swear to God, I'll bite my own tongue if I ask for a cake.
You'll do no such thing. Oh, shit.
Well, he's getting the Sigma treatment, I guess.
Well, I mean, that's one way to do it.
See? I knew it was a Chekhov's gun. Standing in the doorway was Beth. Aether poked her head out meekly from behind her. See, what happened if we did the opposite order, though?
Yeah.
He hadn't even noticed this order first. It was the same blade he nicked himself with. Still sporting a small red stain on his edge. What are you doing with that, Beth?
Be quiet. We've got less than 2 minutes before this machine goes off again. Ink, give me your scarf. Tourniquet?
Into a bag. He didn't know why Beth needed the scarf, but ultimately he trusted her. He either fumbled with her back pocket and pulled out what looked like a broken chair leg. Ray fastened the two together in some manner that Ink had never seen before. What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing, Beth?
Please be still.
Don't touch me!
Yup. Ooh. I don't think it'll be feasible to break it first, given our constraints. I'm going to try and go through it in one swing. Holy fucking shit.
No, I am not okay with this!
This is the only way we're going to get you out of here.
This is fucked up,
This is-
considering last week.
Yeah.
Except it was his left arm, not his right arm.
Is it?
Or, well, you know, with perspective.
Yeah.
If he faced forward, it could have totally been his right arm. You can just sack my arm off like that.
And here, I thought you hated that word. Oh my god.
Ray squatted at Beth meekly with his free hand, but she didn't so much as blink.
You need to let me do this, Ray.
I'm not letting you turn him into a fucking cripple.
Oh, that's... Don't like that word, but okay. A cripple or a corpse, it's up to you.
Ray had no answer. He glanced up at the timer again. Less than a minute remained on the clock.
Is this really happening? I'm not going to force you to go through with it, but this is the only avenue left to you. You need to decide, Ray, now. Oh, boy. Of course, of course. Oh, my God.
Well, that's a good way to start next.
Yeah. Holy crap. That was so intense. Oh, my God.
Huh?
Oh. Is that the key card?
Why didn't we have one of them last week?
Yeah, that's strange.
Liza gained a little bit of standing.
Yeah. They're actually not doing too bad with them. They're all at least halfway, even though Ray's is not very far over. Huh. Whew. I was getting to be some, like, Final Destination shit there for a second.
Yeah. Fucking Jigsaw.
Or, yeah, actually, yeah, more like Saw, I guess, than Final Destination. That was some fucked up shit.
The first thing that came to mind was Sigma sticking his door underneath the closing hydraulic door.
Yeah. I didn't think he was gonna get electrocuted. I thought his arm was gonna get crushed.
Yeah.
So that very much tracks. But I guess he's still gonna lose it either way. Oh boy. Damn. So I'm curious then if there's 4 corners and each of them has a scenario like this, is it going to be Liza and Aether both have one and we don't have one? Or is it going to be us and then one of the girls and then that'll determine who the extra player is? I don't know. Whew, boy. What a time. Well, thanks everyone for joining us for that roller coaster of a ride. Whew. I'm very excited to be out of town next week, but I'm also a little sad that we're not gonna get more of this because I freaking love this game so far.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to veer a little into Zero Escape more than I would like so far, but we're so early in that I'm not gonna count anything before it gets too far in.
Themes of psychics into dismemberment.
Yeah, just as a little bit of a strange parallel there. But it's still so far in that maybe it's just an appearance, and maybe it'll veer off back onto its own again, or have a good reason for it. So I'm not gonna discount it just yet. So
Possibly.
yeah. So, but good stuff. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Thank you, Kay, for being here. Hopefully we'll be back in 2 weeks or sometime after that. Definitely not next week. So, thanks for hanging out, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.